Spotlight on Berkeley Heights is provided by funding from DeFabio Chiropractic, where integrity, thoroughness, and a friendly staff have been servicing the community since 1985. DeFabio Chiropractic is where an accurate diagnosis leads to rapid pain relief and better function. Located on Springfield Avenue in Berkeley Heights, it's the natural choice for your healthcare needs.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio, and welcome to Spotlight on Berkeley Heights, the pulse of the community. Berkeley Heights is a great town. It's a vibrant town, a lot of wonderful families, businesses, really a wonderful place to be. However, there's one thing that's really unique about Berkeley Heights that's always impressed me, and that's the fact that people come back. Families come back to Berkeley Heights. There's families that have been here 4 or more generations. There's something about this town that draws people back. And that sense comes through, and even to the people who are more recent to the town, they get that feeling. And that's what Heights Fest is all about. Heights Fest is a festival that celebrates Berkeley Heights as a community, as a place where you want to be, a place you want to come back to. We're going to talk to all the members of the Heights Fest committee today. But first, let's talk to the originators, I guess, the brainstormers. Mickey Manganelli, Jim Skidmore, great idea. Where did you guys come up with this idea of Heights Fest?
Well, I think it started, there was a web page on Facebook for You Know You're from Berkeley Heights When. And I, as well as Jim, we were both completely engrossed in that. All the different things people would post, the pictures, the stories and everything, just thrilled me. And we started talking about reunions. Somebody said, I missed my reunion. I said, oh, I just had my reunion. I said, I always wanted to have like a gigantic, not just with my class, but a reunion of everybody, just to celebrate, being together and everything. And that's kind of how it started rolling. And Jim basically said the same thing. He's like, I'm behind you if you want to do it. And I said, well, I know a field that can hold thousands of people. So basically the whole idea stemmed from that.
So Jim, what's the vision then with Heights Fest? Where do you guys see it going?
Yeah, so it started out really as a lot of folks from Berkeley Heights that we stay in touch with. But then we really thought about it, and there are a lot of people that have been here temporarily. There are a lot of folks that are here now that are fantastic folks. We're both living here. I lived in 5 other cities and then came back.
Exactly, that's my point.
Yeah. So what we're realizing, it's really kind of a celebration of the town, a lot of the history of the town, and a lot of the folks that have passed through and that are still here. So it's kind of a compilation of all those.
Mm-hmm. So Mickey, you said it's going to be held in an area that holds thousands of people. Where is the Heights Fest going to be? Where's it going to be held?
That's Mount Carmel Field.
Okay. And then the layout up there is going to be what? What's your projected layout? How do you envision the layout?
I actually took I had an aerial view, which I can actually draw, and I had that made up last year. And we're basically going to have the same layout as Mount Carmel does for their July 16th festival.
Great.
Minus the rides.
Okay.
So we're going to have the stage, we're going to have the vendors, the non-food vendors, the food vendors, and there's going to be a beverage garden, if you will. All these things are going to be in a central located area up on the top of the field. Mm-hmm. And we'll have some areas for parking. It's separated for, band members to park, so they have a little separate area.
Hey man, I'm with the band.
Yeah, everything's really thought out. Yeah. So
that sounds great. Now, Jim, big undertaking.
Yeah.
Big undertaking. You guys are doing this for your love of Berkeley Heights, but how come?
Yeah, I think when we first kind of got into it, we didn't realize the scale that it would, kind of scale to, and the amount of work that would be involved. Obviously, we have other jobs and, things to do. But at the same time, it's kind of a labor of love. I mean, it's a situation where, I really think that we're, happy to kind of be involved with it because it becomes not work after a while. If the objective is to have a good time, to see your old friends, to raise money for charity, when you think about it at that level, it's really not work.
So there's another arm to this then. It's not just a big celebrate what Berkeley Heights was, what it is, and what it will be. there's a fundraising arm to this as well?
Right. That's correct. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So we're I'm kind of a member of the Mount Carmel Society as well, but the American Cancer Society, Relay for Life, the Mount Carmel Society, who's doing some good work with Little Flower in town.
It's a great organization.
Yeah, right. Among others are all basically going to be recipients of this.
All right. So there is a fundraising philanthropic arm to this whole organization.
Correct. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Guys, great idea. What about getting involved, Mickey? How can people get involved with the Heights Fest? Because you're two people. We're going to speak to a few other committee members, but there's a handful of people putting this on. I'm sure you could use more help.
Absolutely. We're looking for anybody that really has a passion, share our passion, basically, with this whole thing. People, even just to get on the phone and call people. We have lists of reunions, from class reunions and stuff. We're managing all that and trying to get through that. We need to reach out to vendors, so that they can participate in this epic event. We need to really just get the message out to everybody in mass,
So you guys said you started on Facebook. I would assume there's got to be some internet presence.
Yes.
So where would the internet presence be, Mickey?
Actually, they can go to heightsfest.com.
That's easy.
It's heightsfest.com. They can register there if they want to attend. They can also, if they're a vendor, they can register non-food vendors. And there's also information there about the event, and there's, the food vendors can also send an email to heightsfest@yahoo.com.
Okay.
Everything's very, very easy.
It's right there. Now, Jim, Mickey had mentioned register.
Yeah.
Get some tickets, basically?
Yeah. There are a whole lot of reasons to do it early.
Okay, tell me.
Yeah, one of them is we're going to kind of do a commemorative T-shirt, by the way, and I'll let Mick explain how we're designing those. But yeah, by July 1st, the goal is to get folks to get maximum value, so we'll get a feel for the numbers. Can people walk in? Yeah, they can, right? At the end of the day, though, it's going to be a bit more expensive. You won't get the commemorative stuff, and we really want people to plan to get together, because it's really, in some cases now, turning into a couple of day event. Got some people from out of town calling and saying,
Sure.
I'll be in for the whole weekend now. That's obviously the centerpiece, but it's just there's going to be a lot more activity kind of wrapped around it.
Cool. So, approximate cost at this stage, do we know yet?
Yeah, we do. The adult aspect of it, and if you think about all the components that are there, is $29.99 for adults.
Peanuts.
It's basically $9.99 for kids, and then for little kids, basically it's free.
Excellent.
So
and it's a great cause. You're giving back to the community. So anytime we give back to the community, it's a no-brainer in my brain.
Sure.
It really is. So I appreciate you guys taking that effort. These T-shirts.
Yes.
Tell me about these T-shirts.
Well,
I know I can get one if I register early.
Yes,
I understand that.
Before
I'm on board.
Before July 1st, if you register, you get a commemorative T-shirt. It's going to be designed by, the kids in the schools. We're going to pick, I think July 2nd, we're going to pick,
So
the
the
winner
designs
of
are
that.
coming in from the schools. You're kind of working it with the local students.
Correct. And what they're going to do is design basically the inside of
Well,
this,
here we
if
go.
you
We
can't
have
see.
a poster here.
Basically the inside where the fireworks are and stuff, they're going to design that. The T-shirts are going to be 4 colors, so they get to choose 2 other colors.
Nice. Cool.
And we wanted to tie it back, again, just to bring it back to the community. So that's why we wanted to involve the kids in the schools.
Excellent. Well, I look at the poster and, and I kind of think of Rick Griffin and Iko all day personally, but I think it's a great idea. We're going to take a short break in a moment, but, you mentioned the kids in the schools. I want to give a shout out to GL. We happen to be filming at the GL studios right now. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you,
Doing a
GL.
great job. We really appreciate your time. I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio. We got 2 more guests coming on board with Heights Fest. And we're going to find out a little bit about vendor opportunities and a little bit about the music that's coming forward. We'll be right back.
A healthier you can be a lot easier to achieve than you think. Often the most effective way to improve your health is to make consistent, small, positive changes. According to experts at the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, it's best to try to balance your diet, emphasizing fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans, reducing or eliminating your intake of harmful foods like sugar, soda, fats, and processed foods, Drink plenty of water, especially in the hot summer months. And remember, a nutritious breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You don't have to run a marathon to shape up. Just do some form of exercise regularly. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week. Learn how to stretch properly, walk with supportive shoes, and lift some light weights. Attitude matters too. Staying optimistic can lead to greater success in a goal of a healthier you. Chiropractors are experts on wellness and can offer lifestyle advice. For more tips, visit yes2chiropractic.com.
Welcome back to the show. Heights Fest is a committee. Lisa Weber-Brand, you're the muse of Heights Fest. So, thanks for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
You know, why Heights Fest, Lisa? Why did you get involved?
I think it's an incredibly exciting idea that started close to a year ago now. Just getting people together who haven't seen each other. Instead of doing just a one-grade reunion, we're going to have the entire town. And you don't necessarily had to have gone to Governor Livingston, even if you ever lived in town or you currently live in town. We're saying, you know, let's get the community together, let's promote our businesses, let's get excitement back, if you will.
You know, that whole concept of bringing people back just makes so much sense. Now, you mentioned about the businesses. How do the businesses fuel into Heights Fest? Where do they fit?
Well, they're actually the cornerstone of this whole committee, because when people come, especially people who have come from across the country, we have many people traveling from as far as Washington State, Oregon. So they're going to come back to the town, and the first thing they're going to do is probably come here and drive around and go, oh, I remember when this used to be that and this used to be that. So then it gives them an opportunity to come and see what businesses are still here, which many of them are, and what new businesses have arrived. And, you know, it stirs up great excitement.
And of course, the businesses come on board as sponsors of the event.
Absolutely.
Now, how can a business do that?
All they have to do is go to our website, which is www.heightsfest.com, and they will learn more information. And we have vendor spots for non-food vendors and food vendors as well.
Well, before we talk about the food, because I'm passionate about food.
Absolutely.
I mean, non-food vendors, who would come on board? You got any leads this early in the game?
Yes. I mean, we have many people already signed up, and we have someone, just even recently, we have Marianne Walsh, who's a local realtor.
Sure.
We have the Rotary Club, Boy Scouts.
Excellent.
And a lot of, you know, smaller businesses.
Well, I think Dairy Moo, those personal care products has come on board.
Yes.
And I was talking to Lori Sicali, well-known in town. So there's really quite a fervor starting already.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's just, you know, it's been an incredible experience, and I've gotten a wonderful opportunity to meet so many people that I didn't know, because they either graduated, you know, before me or after me, and the whole committee, we've become very close. It's been a great experience.
So as you're working with the committee and you're getting more applications for vendors to come on board, I mean, Clemente's Pizzeria is going to be there, which is great. However, we are going to have some high-protein, low-fat, antioxidant foods as well.
Absolutely.
I know.
Yes.
Seriously, how can you balance that to make sure that it's a nice
One
array of selections of food?
Absolutely. One of our original ideas when we started this is what is going to differentiate us from other carnivals that you may go to or other type of street fairs. This is going to be top of the line all the way between the businesses that come in. And this is what I do for a living. I'm a personal trainer, a Pilates and yoga instructor. So food, I'm very passionate about also. So you're not going to see trans fatty acids. And I'm not going to say the name of the businesses, but we all know who they are. Nothing that can corrode your arteries, and 5 minutes after eating it, you drop dead of a heart attack. So we are looking for very healthy alternatives, you know, and if somebody doesn't eat meat, we will have vegetarian options as well. So that was important to me from the beginning.
At least one area where I can get a sausage sandwich if I decide to?
Well, this is Berkeley Heights. You'll be able to get a sausage
Just
sandwich.
checking.
Yes,
just
absolutely.
checking, you know?
Yep.
I mean, we want to make...
But it's going to be real sausage, not the imitation. That's
there
the
you go.
important part of it. Right?
But what I'm sensing is that there's going to be a broad spectrum of food.
Absolutely.
And it's
just
going
like
to be,
people.
And exactly. So
And
there'll be
businesses.
selections from everybody, from really one extreme. I'm sure there'll be, you know, some sort of
Right.
sweets for the kids if they want their
Absolutely.
ice cream,
Yep.
to the person that wants a nice salad that's low fat.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, just coming back to the town and seeing the fireworks, that alone is going to be a great experience. And what could be, you know, hanging out with people who you haven't seen in I don't know how long. So, and even the kids who are growing up in town now, you know, it would be great for them to come and see, you know, perhaps, you know, older generations. And we're going to have a wonderful mix of music. So it's going to be great entertainment, great food, great vendors. It's going to be a great time.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. What's your magic wand for Heights Fest? Tell me.
You know what it is? It's patience and belief. And the minute you envision something happening and you talk about it, it comes true. But you have to have belief in what you do and what your end goal is. And that's what it's been from the beginning. You know, we all went into this, and to do any type of volunteer work, you have to be passionate about it. You know, so, you know, it's not an easy job, and there's a lot of stress involved, and, you know, Mickey and Jim have done a phenomenal job. I mean, they're really the cornerstone of this. I just sort of come in and out. But they're, you know, it's you just got to love this town. You got to love this town, and you got to have the belief that you're going to come back and have a good time. And, you know, everybody comes from somewhere, and we all have a story, and it's nice to come home. And that's what it is. It's a homecoming.
Gotta love it. Lisa, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to find about all these musical overtones that I've been hearing about. It sounds very interesting. I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio, and stay tuned.
Humans may have been sitting since the caveman days, but apparently we're now overdoing something that's giving many of us chronic lower back pain. What? Driving. According to experts, millions of Americans experience the most common form of back pain, muscle tension, the result of drivers remaining in a static position while maintaining a heightened sense of awareness. The Foundation for Chiropractic Progress explains that driving requires constant alertness and tension, which can itself create the scenario for muscular pain. Extended periods of sitting can cause added pressure to the lumbar spine and compress surrounding soft tissue. Doctors of chiropractic are trained to improve structural positioning and can offer preventive expert advice. First, sit closer to the pedals, avoiding full leg extension, and keep arms bent slightly in the 10 and 2 position on the wheel. Second, never place bulky items in your back pocket. Third, break up long journeys into no more than 2-hour segments. And finally, place a pillow in the small of your back to improve posture. Learn more at yes2chiropractic.com.
The Rampant Lion Pipe Band of Basking Ridge was formed in December 2007 by David Palladino, an alumnus of Governor Livingston High School in Berkeley Heights, in the tradition and style of the military pipe bands of the Scottish regiments, and takes its name from the symbol of the rampant lion, the heraldic design of the kings of Scotland dating back to the Middle Ages. Current membership in the band includes many current and former Governor Livingston students and is open to all persons interested in learning to play Scottish bagpipes and drums in a group that is both community and family-oriented. The Joe Burry Band. Joe has been a staple of the New Jersey music scene. His rootsy folk rock originals have been captured on 3 CDs. Turn the Music Up, Hope Over Experience, the new album A Million Ways. The band is set to perform his original tunes as well as some great classic rock. Catherine H. Almeida, a singer-songwriter living in New Jersey, reaches to the depths of her soul and pours her heart out with experiences, memories, and present feelings that entwine the best lyrical inspiration infused with melodical moods. Adult contemporary music is the definition of what you will hear in her music.
I want you, I need you, I still see you through my rose-colored glasses.
Put simply, Detour is all about having fun. They play a mix of party and classic rock with a focus on music from the 80s, pumping out all night long so the party doesn't stop. The Barefoot Tramps are an original band that fuses rock, country, and blues from the roads of America to the heart of home. The Flies is comprised of a set of fourth-grade rock prodigies, Sam, Spencer, Johnny, Andrew, and Sean. They have performed locally and are gaining quick popularity as their massive talent way exceeds their age and height.
Big wheels keep on turning. Turn me home to see my kids.
The Wall is a Pink Floyd tribute band based out of the Northeast United States. The band has been performing the best of Pink Floyd since 1995. The Wall is played up and down the East Coast, from Rhode Island to Virginia, as well as internationally. The four-piece band prides itself on its note-for-note renditions of the most timeless and eclectic music ever to pass through the Rock Hall of Fame. Third Rail is the main core of a musical web. Playing since the early 90s, the band has seen some changes as it expanded from Hoboken, New Jersey to Hunter, New York. Years of playing together has given Third Rail an edge that can't be found in the studio or on a page of music. It's less a question of what will be played, more of how it will be played.
Okay, guys, we're going to huddle up, right?
Yep. Yeah.
We're going to huddle up for Heights Fest, right?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, Julie, you going to do the T-shirt contest?
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. Olivia, what are you going to do at the Heights Fest?
I'm just gonna play.
All right, I like that. And what about you, Jack? Where are you coming in?
Eat, play, and do the contest.
All right, we like that. T-shirt contest, eat, play, music. Big thumbs up for Heights Fest, guys. Here we go. Heights Fest, yeah. Welcome back to the show. Guys, a lot's happening. Great music, the vendors, that whole concept of coming home that Lori talked about. I'm pretty pumped up. I want to give you guys congratulations on putting this all together. Really, really terrific. Jim, it's a lot of work for a half a dozen people. I'm sure you need more bodies to make this really the event you're envisioning.
No, absolutely. We've had some folks that can give some kind of a part-time commitment to it. We've got some folks that are sort of all in, but yeah, we're definitely looking to grow the team. If anybody has any interest in kind of joining the team, we'd be happy to have you. You can get in touch with both of us at heightsfest@yahoo.com. Additionally, you can access that via the web, the heightsfest.com website. And if somebody feels like they can make some contribution or they want to help, we'd love to have them.
No, it's just going to make a better event. More people will get involved.
Right, absolutely.
Now, Mickey, Mount Carmel Field's very expansive. We're going to have a lot of people. There's got to be some management of the physical plant up there. How are you going to manage all these people coming in and coming out?
Actually, we put together a plan on an aerial view, as I mentioned earlier, and we're gonna the gates are going to be up from the Mount Carmel Festival to begin with, and it kind of seals off the whole property, the perimeter. What we're going to do is we're going to have 2 tables coming in from one main gate. You either paid or didn't pay, because we want people to flow right in that paid. They get a wristband, they go, if they want to participate in drinking, they can have, and they're age appropriate, they can have a different wristband, they go right in. But it just saves people from going, I got to get my wallet out and hold everybody else up. So, we want to keep things moving there. And the aerial view has all that planned out. We have an emergency plan. We have, the space. We thought about it for a long time. We did the best we could putting it together. So, all the different things are kind of around the same area. So if you're sitting there seeing a friend you haven't seen 10, 20 years, You can also be right there with the stage, and you guys can kind of cross back and forth, you know, have a beer or something and come back out, and, you know, everything is all around the same area.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I know the way the bands are going to be, the way they set it up for Mark Carmel. It's a great vision. And I think it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
Really exciting. Jim, there seems to be a emphasis also to bring the businesses and the people together here at Heights Fest. You're also working with some of the other nonprofits in town, the Rotary and the Boy Scouts, so that it seems to have several legs.
Yeah, we're really co-promoting, you know, a lot of other events in the town. There's obviously a 5K run. There's what we call the Rubber Ducky Festival, which is a great event. You know, all of these events, you know, obviously Relay for Life was just recently, and if I might add, the biggest one in the country now.
Really?
Yep.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, I mean, and they're one of our recipients, so really helping each other, I think, as Lisa probably mentioned, driving commerce toward our local vendors. You know, the last couple of years have probably not been their best years ever, so we want to do everything we can to support those guys. Their friends, their neighbors, their local people. In many cases, I think people that are coming back are going to find that they're folks that are still here, right? My friend from high school still runs, you know, this business or that business, and it's fantastic. And you know, we're, you know, big fans of supporting the local businesses.
Well, you know, it makes sense, and I hope people take the time and effort to really hear what you said. Maybe it's better to go downtown Berkeley Heights and spend maybe an extra $1 more, not get free shipping and handling, rather than do it online somewhere and not really support your own.
Right.
So,
exactly.
you know, heads up to you, Jim, and hopefully people will pick that up. And, you know, now, Mickey, how many generations does your family go back in Berkeley Heights? Do you know?
Yeah, we've pretty much been here, I guess, 4 generations. My great-grandmother and her sister had, you know, I mean, a couple died, but they had 26 kids.
Wow.
Between the 2 of them. And, yeah, there was a lot of Berkeley Heights members there. But
And that's what Heights Fest is about, is that whole family sense, you know, that people can feel.
Exactly.
Is there a way that people who are newer to town are going to learn more about the history of Berkeley Heights?
Absolutely. There is a tent and an area that we're going to have. We're going to have a scavenger hunt to kind of get different ideas across. And we're going to have a tent with artifacts, pictures. We're going to have a lot of pictures that we saw people posted on Facebook, on our website and stuff. And you know, you're from Berkeley Heights When website, on Facebook webpage. And they posted all these pictures from way back when, and we're trying to gather a lot of that and display them as images up, you know, either shoot them up there with a
So are you looking
camera or
for people
something.
to submit things to the committee?
Absolutely, absolutely. We're looking for any kind of artifacts. I know one of our committee members, James Sullivan, Sully, who did the poster and actually did the artwork in the school. A lot of artwork in the school over the, you know, whenever, way back when. And he has some bricks from Berkeley Bakery, you know, when the car recently went into the building over there at Krauser's. So like little artifacts, like stuff like that just take you back.
So anybody that has pictures, mementos, stories, send them over, heightsfest@yahoo.com, right, or heightsfest.com.
That'll get to both of us, yep.
Yeah, well, let's get involved. Jim, what's your vision? We're getting ready to close up. Give me your vision of Heights Fest.
You know, it's kind of interesting. Since it's the first annual one, you know, kind of every day, I kind of see it being a little different in size, you know, than the next day. You know, however large it is, we're just hoping it's a very warm, friendly, fun, you know, event for folks. It's not meant to be about work or drama or issues that you may have had with somebody 30 years ago. It basically is about that we're all the same now. You know, we're all kind of coming back to kind of say hello. You know, obviously not all of our friends are here anymore, and I think we want to have the opportunity to kind of get together and enjoy the town and enjoy all the things that Berkeley Heights and all the folks throughout the years have to offer. So,
gentlemen, kudos to you, your committee. Great vision. Get back with your old friends, make some new friends. Embrace the new businesses, celebrate the old businesses. Have some fun, do it with family and friends, and raise some money for philanthropy. You really got it all covered. Well done.
Yeah, the last thing I would say is that even the folks that are in Berkeley Heights now, we kind of want them to understand, kind of the history also, and have them make friends with folks that are here currently. So kind of the one thing I missed.
Well, but again, that comes through about the town, and that's where we started, and I guess that's where we're going to end up. Mickey Manganelli, Jim Skidmore, thanks for the vision. I'm real excited. We look forward to seeing everybody on August 4th at 4:00 p.m. at Mount Carmel Field, and sign up and get your tickets. All right?
The rain date would be the 5th if it really were bad. But,
yeah, it's going to be the 4th. Not a problem.
And one more
Fantastic.
time, before July 1st, you get a free T-shirt. So.
Yeah, limited edition commemorative
Limited
T-shirt.
edition.
I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, you know you're from Berkeley Heights when you go to Heights Fest. Thanks for your time.
Spotlight on Berkeley Heights is provided by funding from DeFabio Chiropractic, where integrity, thoroughness, and a friendly staff have been servicing the community since 1985. DeFabio Chiropractic is where an accurate diagnosis leads to rapid pain relief and better function. Located on Springfield Avenue in Berkeley Heights, it's the natural choice for your healthcare needs.